Good morning, good morning, good morning. This video obviously coming to you on November 11th, Remembrance Day. I'm about an hour away from 11 o'clock over here on the west coast. And I've been doing this since I can remember. Since early days in school, we would stop at 11 o'clock. We'd listen to a bugle play, and we'd remember people that fought, people that died, and people that committed their lives to protect ours and to offer us up the freedoms and all these things. It invokes images of trench warfare, of uniforms, of blood, of cannons, of raids on Gallipoli. All these things are invoked in our minds. We've seen. And to a lot of people, it would seem alien now, completely irrational. Why would you do that? Why would you go and join up and put on a uniform and do that type of thing and kill? And what could possibly be that? Why wouldn't you just not do it? Obviously, we've had the anti-war movement stemming from the 70s, all these things. And we've had what has been described as a period of peace. And I'm here to tell you that you're completely wrong about that. We haven't had a period of peace. We've had a distributed, illegal war for longer than most of our lives. It's a war on every aspect of what we would consider peace, so that we accept a constant war and call it peace. That is not peace. This is not peace. This is war. And finally declaring it, I think, is the most important action that we can take in order to finally hope to achieve what is a true peaceful situation. Not this constant warfare. I would consider iPhones a war on humanity. I would consider the vaccination rollout a war on humanity. I would consider the degradation of our performing arts, of our entertainment, exposure to pornography, the failure to educate, the failure to encourage critical thinking, the failure to adapt ourselves out of this hell. We are in a constant state of war. And the only thing that has been perfected is the art of encroachment in what has been described by our enemies as non-violent. It's violent. In fact, I would say it's more violent than driving tanks through our land. It's more violent than shooting missiles at our land. It's more violent than anything, because it is destroying the very thing that makes us human. There is nothing more human than putting on a uniform and going and killing to save your people, to save your children, to save your people. There is nothing less human than pretending, whilst people all around your nation, speak plainly into a device that they were instructed was, a dawn of a new interconnected era, and then ignoring it and sitting on high and claiming, while you usher us into a further dystopian reality in which, before we're even adults, will be trained and coerced to not use our voices and to understand that these digital environments are not for open dialogue about the conditions of our societies. They're just for pornography. They're just to see young women being basically raped on camera, so that the grubby incel community, Anthony Albanese being the prime archetype of that community, is able to carefree purchase this content across the world without any interference from these individuals' peers, which would be the children. They want the children perfectly oblivious as they're ushered into another round of casting couch fucking bullshit. Of peaceful warfare, as they call it. Well, it's not peaceful. It's warfare. And so we're going to bring the guns back. We're going to bring the trenches back. We're going to bring the tanks back. We're going to bring the bombs back. And you're all about to fucking really get a first taste for the first time in your life to the actual war that you've been living in. There is no fucking safe place to hide as this begins. You are in war. Get used to it. You will be shot at. You will have things destroyed. You will see people die. You will see and feel and know the truth of what it was that we've been fucking falsely remembering all these years. The reason those men went and fought and fucking died in other regions is because they knew from very young ages what it was to fight and what they should fight for. It is proof to me as I look upon the digital environment, as I look upon the country that I used to be proud of and see the result of this communist, socialist degradation, that I see that they've attacked the very spirit of man that knows when it's time to fight. Well, guess what? It's time to fight now. It's time to fight with everything you've got. We start here. We start collectively. We start non-stop, relentlessly exposing this current government in all its manifestations, from federal to state to local, that they are incompetent and that they are exposed in every dimension for their evil fucking deeds. And we will fucking kill them. We won't kill them for this one thing they've done. We'll kill them for the 15, 20, 30, 40 years of collective fucking degradation to this country. And that should beat in the heart of every young man, every middle-aged man, and every old man as they load and reload and reload and reload their rifles and march towards Parliament House. We're taking this fucking country back on this day. They have an hour to fucking surrender, otherwise this begins. Let's see if this fucking government can put its money where its mouth is. The only gesture that will be accepted on this day is a total and utter resignation of every Labor representative in this country. Otherwise, war begins at 11 o'clock. Good day.